we just wanted to take a couple of minutes to go over a sample for your course sequence for those of you who may be entering 11th and 12th grade. Obviously, as a 9th and 10th grader, it's a little bit different from the process in terms of you're going to be fulfilling most of your grad requirements in those years. You don't have as many room for electives, and you don't have as many choices in terms of options for classes that you can add into your schedule. As you enter 11th and 12th grade, it is important to think about what you may want to do when you leave here. For some of you, you may not know a specific idea, but you may know that you want to go off to college, or you know that you're going to be going into employment or the military or a trade school, and you want to line up your courses that you take at Silver Lake in your 11th and 12th grade year to support that goal that you have at this point in terms of your plan. Obviously, for 11th graders, you're going to still have the majority of your core classes. You're going to have your English, math, history, and science for most of you. For some of you, you may opt to continue with a language or change languages and take 2 years of an additional language, depending upon your interest level. You're also going to have a half year of wellness, and that's going to continue as well as into 12th grade. You do have more spots for electives, and with regards to recommendations for electives, we do recommend that you try to keep the rigor in your schedule, and we try to select classes that may have something to do with what you want to do when you leave here. So for those of you who may have an interest in a field of science, you may want to consider doubling up in science or taking some additional science electives. For those of you who may be thinking engineering or something that's more specific in that area, in the STEM area, you may want to double up in math if that's appropriate, or again, take some electives that are more relevant to that. You're also going to be fulfilling your grad requirements, so if you haven't had the chance to take a fine and practical art class or a computer class, that's the room to do so. In your core classes, it's also important to consider level and placement. Your goal should be to challenge yourself while you're at Silver Lake, but we also want to make sure you're appropriately placed. So it is important to have conversations with your content area teachers to see what their recommendation in terms of levels. In 11th and 12th grade, we do have a lot of content areas that do move into a more of an advanced placement level for that honors category. We also have CP1 and CP2 depending upon your level and placement. AP classes are technically open enrollment, which means any student can take them. Those are college level classes in a certain content area, but we do recommend you have a very good conversation with your content area teacher to make sure that you're up for the challenge and up for the rigor in terms of whether that will be an appropriate fit in your schedule. Obviously, if you have any questions or concerns or want to discuss any of this further, please make an appointment with your guidance counselor so that we can line up your 4-year course sequence with what you think you may want to do when you leave here. Best of luck.